final stop on elections on my plate here in Manipur is at the Chief Minister's residence in Imphal because N. Biren Singh has invited us for dinner. Now, 5 years ago in 2017, the BJP formed a government in Manipur for the first time. They were not the single largest party, but were able to cobble together a coalition with the help of smaller parties. It's a government that's lasted 5 years. And N. Biren Singh, who was a former footballer and a former congressman, has been able to dodge all his opponents within and outside to stay in power. The big question, of course, on the 10th of March, will he continue to captain the team? Let's go and meet the Chief Minister of Manipur. Good to see you.
I'm okay. Rajdeep.
This is your entire team, huh?
Yeah.
Team Manipur.
Team Manipur.
Team Manipur. Or Team BJP.
Team BJP.
Team BJP. Team BJP Manipur.
Sir, one line.
One line.
Nangbu asum ningsingduna leire mikupama nangbu kau kengamre.
One of your allies, Conrad Sangma is a very good guitar player.
He also said.
So I don't know whether you'll have a duet after the 10th of March again. He'll play the guitar and you'll have to sing. It'll be interesting to see that. What is the best thing about Manipur?
Our tradition.
Huh? Your tradition.
Jewel of India.
You want it as a jewel of India. Anybody else? Yes.
Manipur is naturally air conditioned.
Naturally air conditioned. Manipur is naturally. That's why the Chief Minister is dressed like this. I thought I was coming to a warm Manipur. Manipur is naturally air conditioned. I like that. You have a CM who's a footballer. You have a boxing champion. You have a weightlifting champion.
I must continue.
And football.
Yes, we have the cultural heritage of different community. It is just like a small India.
Manipur is like a small India. Everyone must come and visit your lovely state. Everybody, thank you. Okay, Mr. Chief Minister, we're ready for dinner. I'm going to ask you some tough questions.
Why not?
So tough questions over dinner. So that's the special Mai Tai thali that's about to come. And while you can allow the food to come in, and I'm going to give you food for thought. But I must start by asking you, Mr. Chief Minister, on the 10th of March, are you still going to be captain of Team Manipur and Team BJP?
That will be decided by the higher authority.
तो बीरेन जी ही अगर बीजेपी जीतेगा तो बीरेन जी ही बनेंगे
लग रहा है तेरे को
हाँ सेंटर फॉरवर्ड आप ही रहेंगे
लग रहा है
अच्छा लग रहा है while we are chatting you got the rice and your fish has already come huh? Politics is fishy business. Politics is always so you start with rice always.
Yeah, always with rice. No, could handle puruna.
You start with rice and some fish, is it? The fish curry over the rice. Nice. But Mr. Chief Minister, I have some tough questions for you.
Please.
Question number one, jobs. There are no jobs. Where are the jobs for the young?
You see, just employment problem is everywhere in India, not only in Manipur. And those vacancies which arise, the vacant post has been filled up through various DPC and recruitment realities. But due to the COVID, we cannot have the result timely. That was the...
So you're blaming COVID for the unemployment numbers because these are huge numbers.
No unemployment numbers. I am blaming that we will not able to have the results.
It is difficult. A lot of people in Manipur still live below the poverty line.
Because we don't have any resource, Manipur doesn't have any resource, any mineral resource, oil, gas, wells, nothing is there. Even we are a dry state. So our state resource is very limited.
Every time there is a job, somebody needs to be given money if you want a job.
No, that is totally
Jobs
wrong.
are auctioned.
No, that is totally wrong here in the state of Manipur because till today we are not announced any result of the appointment.
There's a sense that you are talking about the hills but not doing enough for the people of the hills.
That was happened earlier, but during my time, during the BJP time, recently I have published one white paper showing that 45% of the total budget expended in the hills.
Why have you then not passed the Hill Autonomous Council ADC Act, which would devolve more financial powers to these to the hill regions? It is said that you are playing the Maithai card, that you are more interested in what happens in the Imphal Valley. You don't care really what happens in the hills. That is your vote bank is here.
That concept was there. That concept was earlier, but now.
Earlier meaning in the Congress government.
Before our government comes. After our government comes, go to hill missions. We start it.
What is your view? Should AFSPA remain or not?
AFSPA has to be removed.
Has to be removed.
Has to be removed.
The Chief Minister of Manipur is saying
Yes.
AFSPA has to be removed
has
from
to be
Manipur.
removed from
But then
Manipur.
why is your manifesto silent on it?
No, so manifesto में डालने का नहीं डालने का, it is a continuing demand of the BJP government.
You think all the chief ministers of Northeast can come together on AFSPA
Yeah.
and say no to it?
Yes, we'll say no to it, but as I told you,
Yes.
we have to see the ground reality and we have to convince the center before lifting.
Not easy to convince Amit Shah.
नहीं उसको just
उसको भी convince करना पड़ेगा sir.
we have to create the ground work also.
Anyone who criticizes your government, sir, sedition cases, NSA, UAPA, come on now, you can't laugh this off. It's a serious matter. Last year, somebody put for a Facebook post, spent 45 days under NSA. Is this right?
Rajdeep, देखिए, there are more than 500 journalists in the street. No one is arrested, except 1-2. They are, continuously they are offenders.
Your BJP president passed away last year due to COVID, and one of the journalists in his Facebook post wrote that cow dung and cow urine cannot be a solution to COVID. You need to have common sense. Whatever that comment, is it worth putting someone under NSA, sir?
No.
Is it an NSA offense?
नहीं. NSA के रखने के लिए just that was might be in the process of the police.
What is your first love, politics or football?
I love football.
You love football first. Your favorite player? Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player is Pele.
You're from the Pele. You're from my generation. Well done, Mr. Chief Minister. Pele. So long before the Ronaldos and Messi, there was Pele.
Yeah, Pele.
Mr. Chief Minister, this Maitai Thali is wonderful. But I have to ask you one last time. Come the 10th of March, will you once again have to go to Conrad Sangma, NPF, Raj Bhavan to form a government? Will you be the single largest party, or will the Congress be the single largest party on the 10th of March?
No, this time, Rajdeep, we'll get absolute majority and we'll form a BJP alone government.
You won't need any of these small parties, kingmakers.
No.
You don't have to ring up Conrad Sangma in the night.
No.
Sure. You don't have to go rushing to the Raj Bhavan.
No one will be required.
Okay. You seem very confident.
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see.
Because I've worked the last 5 years. Accordingly, I'm confident and confidently I'm saying it.
Okay. We'll wait and see if that happens. But thank you very much, Mr. Chief Minister. This has been truly a treat that you've given us. A Maitai classic thali.
Classic thali.
And what more can one ask for? Well, this is why elections on my plate is special. You can travel across this country and sample the diversity of its cuisine as well as its politicians. Who would have thought a chief minister who loves Pele and is also a pretty fine footballer? From the entire team of elections on my plate, Vivek, Praveen, Alok, thanks for watching. It's time now to focus on the food. Enough food for thought. Bye for now.